Recording? Alright, yeah, it's recording. Hey guys, so for today I read Genesis 5 through 10. You also might notice the room looks a little different. I'm in a hotel room. We're actually in Colorado. So, yeah, it's a nice hotel. Thanks for my mom and dad, for sure. But anyways, 5 and 10 actually got 5 to 10 got pretty interesting. First, it just talked about Adam's line. So it went down all these people, and a lot of them lived to like 900 years old, which is crazy. I think that's nuts. And one of them in there was named Nimrod, which I thought was hilarious, a person named Nimrod. So I guess that's where it came from. Barely said anything about him, though. And then the last one I talked about was Noah, and by then there was tons of people, all of them living to like 900 and having kids when they turn 100 years old, which is interesting compared to how old people live now. And then once Noah comes along, God is like, everyone else sucks. Noah, you're pretty cool. Your family's all right. I'll keep your family around because you're pretty good, but everyone's awful. They're doing these sins and that sin and this sin. What? Like, I better just destroy them. Better just get rid of them. Yep. So Noah, the earth's going to flood for a while. Build an ark, man. Get some animals. Have them live too. You know? But all these other people, they got to go. I got to take care of them. So Noah's like, okay. So he builds an ark. Giant boat. Gigantic. Because what he does is he gets his 3 sons, I think it's 3, at least 3 sons, and their wives. So his sons and his wives. I thought it was 3. It might have been more, but I think it was 3. And then, you know how a lot of times you think 2 animals of each type? Well, it wasn't 2 animals of each type. It was 7 of each type of bird, male and female, 7 of each type of clean animal, and 7 of each type of unclean animal, which is a lot of freaking animals. I don't know if they had the same amount of animals they did then as they do now, because there's a lot of animals now, like a lot. I mean, it was a big boat, but still. And then it started raining. For 40 days and 40 nights, it rained. It rained. They weren't just out there for 40 days. It rained like crazy. And then after a while, he sent out a raven. It didn't come back, so he thought must have found food somewhere. Must be alive. We had to find land somewhere. Then he sent out a dove. It brought back an olive branch, and he was like, okay, so there's a tree somewhere. And then they landed on this mountain. They found a mountain after a long time. And then, the earth dried up after like, it was over a year, which is a long time. And then God was like, all right, Noah, you gotta get to business and have some kids. Well, more of his kids had to have kids. That's what I saved your wives for. I mean, and because they're human beings, and I guess they were all right too, compared to the rest of the world, which he had to wipe out. Oh, and God also said, after Noah, this is pretty important, after Noah's expedition was done in the rain, the water wiped through the earth, he said, I will never destroy all humans again. Never, ever. And he said he will never flood the earth. And he said winter and like warm and cold and all weather will stay fine for as long as the earth endures. So that doesn't mean the earth won't get destroyed. The earth can get destroyed. According to the Bible, it's going to stay intact. So let's say like global warming, according to the Bible, like it's not going to get too warm, or an ice age isn't going to make it too cold, as in there won't be any warm later on. And that, so there's that. And then Noah's sons. One time, Noah got drunk. One of his sons saw he was naked, sleeping naked. He told the other son, he's like, haha, my father's naked. And then his other sons put a blanket over him. And then Noah woke up, and he knew the one son laughed at him and told his other son. So he cursed that son's son. He said, forever you will curse Canaan and all of his people. That's scary to me, but I guess we'll find out what happened, because that's where I ended. But it was pretty interesting. To me, this time it was pretty interesting. And I had a little bit of like questions, like how'd they feed all these animals? Like, did they kill some of the animals and give it to the other ones? I know they probably had a lot of food to start with, and could they drink from the water since it was rain? Did it turn a little bit more fresh? Was it like how'd they have enough water to drink? I mean, I believe the story, but I'm just wondering these things. And God said he will never make it warm and cold, yet there's been an ice age. But there was also the dinosaurs. They may have been wiped out from heat, so maybe God said, man, if it does really get cold, then it will get warm again. If it gets really warm, it will get cold again. I don't know. But there's some things that's like, is that true? I mean, I believe they are, but I can understand people who question them. I question them, but I believe them. So that's our video for today. Until next week. Bye.